Good evening, and this is Kian on Sar's Railcraft server. I'm doing another video tonight just to highlight something. I'm getting ready to do another project, and I realized that I needed another machine. Now, what you're looking at here are a couple things that we've built. This one is, of course, a blast furnace, and beside it is a coke oven. They're a multi-brick structure, each of them needing, several bricks to form the overall structure, and inside they're hollow. But considering that I'm working on Railcraft, I need something that's called a rolling machine, and unfortunately we've not created one. So I'm going to go ahead and make one tonight. What you need is lots of wood, lots of iron, and 4 redstone, and a bunch of cobblestone, because you need to get a crafting table made, which you put in the middle, and then you have to surround that by 4 pistons, the regular Minecraft pistons that are cobblestone, iron, wood, and redstone, and then you surround those by 4 more pieces of iron, and this gives you a rolling machine. Now, what a rolling machine does is it makes tracks, to put it mildly. And rolling machines require power, so I happen to have a spot over here that's going to get power. We're going to hook it into the universal cable system. And fortunately, rolling machines just need it, I believe, either on back or on the side. We're going to try this and see what it comes up with. 6. Let's see if it hooks in. Oh yes, it hooks in nicely. It's now got power. And it's just like every other crafting table where you need, a formula, and it creates a product. Now, the one product that I need to make right off the bat are my steel ties. They are done by, let me get over here to our blast furnace. Blast furnace is, of course, making steel for us. And I need a bunch of these things. And so I'm going to start off with 3. And yeah, you do take a lot of steel for these ties. Some of the formulas for the different railroad tracks require up to, say, 7 or sometimes even 8 of these tracks, of these rails. So now we'll get back over here to the rolling machine, and we'll put it in. And what we're going to make now is 1, no, get in there, 2, and 3. And that will create things called rebar. Now, rebar is used for making the railroad ties, and I'll show you that here. Let me just go ahead and let it make a few of these up. Need 24 of them. I'll show you the uses of rebar here. When you're creating stone ties, for instance, in Railcraft, you need rebar and you need stone slabs. Now, stone ties, you put together 4 of those to form a stone rail bed. So you have the 4 stone ties. And then the stone rail beds are what you use for making different tracks. Some of these are very important for, things like the priming track here, ignites TNT cables, or the launcher track, which, yes, it does make carts fly. And so I needed a few of these. They're also used in high-speed rails, which I'm not making tonight, because the project that I've got coming up is not going to be using high speed. But as you can see, in some of these, the rails are just a tremendous amount. And these rails are made on the rolling machine as well. So I did need some rebar. And then for the actual track, see, I'm going to use the standard rail, and instead of just using track to make track, use 6 iron ingots, and that makes your 8 standard rail each way. Now I like using iron over copper, or as you can see, steel, which provides an even better output. So, something to keep in mind is if you use a better tier of material, then you are going to get more. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and make up the rest of these into my track, because I'm going to need a lot of this for what I'm doing. And I'm going to let this process for a little while. I'm going to take you over and show you what I'm doing. I can go ahead and run. I'll come back. It's not going to take long for it to run out of room in its inventory. So just go down here. And we're in the basement. Go over here. And one thing I've added is another little room just off from the portal room. And this is going to be where I work here at headquarters. And you notice I've got a mystcraft portal set up. And then for those who don't know mystcraft portals, it takes mystcraft crystal to produce the, oval for the portal itself. They go, you need at least two empty spots in the middle. It's another multi-block structure. And I've got it with a book receptacle, which is basically a chest setup, like you would for making a wooden chest with 8 wood in a circle. This is done with 8 crystal in a circle. And I've already made a mystcraft book and put in there, which activates the portal. It has to be a linking book already. And I'm just going to take the portal over to my new spot. And what we have here is where we're going to end up at the reception portal. Now I've not put a book in here because I'm not wanting people to actually leave from this portal. We're quite a distance away from spawn, just to give a bit of less lag. You see I'm using clear glass for the building itself. That's done through Tinker's Construct in the smeltery. I've made myself a secret door. This is just a regular door with a piece of camouflage paste, and it picks up what's underneath it. So unfortunately, it's picking up, an andesite brick design. It will not pick up glass, unfortunately. It just doesn't qualify. So I'm coming down here to my first level, and I've got all these spots made. Now these are actually going to be where the portals go to go out, and this one is where I've already got my portal made to go back to headquarters. And what I'm going to do is, in time, I'm going to take this and make a Railcraft system to leave to and from this effective roundhouse, if you will, going to different bases. So, as I get through the different procedures, I'll go ahead and add more videos. But I just wanted to show you where it's coming from, what it's doing, bring you up to date as to what it is, and hopefully you'll have some fun with the rolling machine. And I'll get to show you also what a coke oven does and how it works and stuff. So anyway, I hope you'll stay with me for other updates, and thanks for stopping by. Talk to you later.